Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you that's been watching my playthrough of Wildflowers, I am so excited because last night they announced a new game's coming. No idea when, but here you go, enjoy the trailer.
Mother, I must tell you about this charming island I've discovered. I feel like anyone, regardless of circumstance, might be welcome here. Anyone. Even those who are like us. My hostess is Miss Vivian Wylde, and she seems to be at the center of society here on the island. And of much more than that. She's unlike anyone I've ever met before. And as for the rest, I'm not sure you will believe me. You must come and see for yourself.
How cool! How cool is this? I am so excited. So as soon as that comes out, I will definitely be getting it and playing it. Anyway, now back to... what do they say on the telly? Regular scheduled programming.
Don't let that mayor ever give you trouble, honeybee. Oh, he's worried he might lose the next election. And then he'll have to move out of the mayor's mansion, and his fancy wife might hop the next ferry back to Milkwater. She's certainly the smarter of the pair. She's a bit of a hard nut to crack, though. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Hi, Thomas.
Got something for you. I made a big batch of stew last night. Too much for just me.
Oh, that's so kind. But you didn't have to do that.
It's rude to refuse a gift of food, Tara. I did it once at my uncle's wedding. An elder saw me say no and let me have it.
Oh no. What did you do?
I took the plate from the woman offering it, of course. Gave it to my cousin, Albie. He's always happy for seconds.
Is it hard living in Fairhaven when the rest of your tribe is in Milkwater?
Nah. It was harder for my mom, but she raised us with all the same traditions, like respecting elders. I feel at home when I'm there.
Well, thanks for the stew, Thomas.
You're welcome. I better get back to my chores.
Oh, what a good purr. You still liked that, didn't you, Kitty?
Oh, hey there. Are you ready to help your neighbors reach the pinnacle?
Pinnacle of what?
You're funny. Everyone knows about the pinnacle. The climb to the pinnacle is the very foundation of the League of the Conscious Mind. This community is ready for some new ideas, but I'm running out of pamphlets. If you could find me some paper, I'll make sure you are rewarded.
Monetarily or spiritually?
Both.
So, you've decided to climb the pinnacle too?
What? No, Cameron just asked for some paper.
I heard. For printing pamphlets, which will help spread his ideas. Don't get me wrong. Cameron's a nice guy, but I don't trust the League. And it's strange to see Angus get caught up in this.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about it like that.
I figured. It's easier to act like everyone on the island has good intentions, right? Hey, I'll pay you for that paper too. I could always use more wrapping paper for the store.
I did promise Cameron.
I know. Just think about it. Hey! I heard you're the one to thank for the mine being fixed. This is so exciting. Maybe my little business will finally pick up some steam. Tell me this is about the paper. Are you giving it to me instead of Cameron?
Guess who's the lucky winner of the passive-aggressive paper wars?
Oh, thank you, Tara. Look, I know this whole thing might seem petty.
I mean, a little.
I just don't want people to get in over their heads, you know? Here's something for your trouble.
Heard Messenger Cameron say he's having a hard time keeping up his stock of pamphlets. That must mean that his message is really getting popular in town.
Have you ever been by the Consciousness Center, Shelby?
Why would I want to do that? Heard that Cameron's always going on about walking the path. Never seen him set foot in these woods, I'll tell you that.
Otto offered to move the graveyard when I first moved in.
Ew. Really?
He said he didn't want my members to be put off by the constant reminder of their mortality. In truth, I think it's hard for him to pass it each day on his way to the mayor's mansion. But I think life's brevity is what gives us our purpose. We must seize every moment.
So, the other day, I asked Kim if I could buy a couple of pints of pig's blood.
For what? Do I even want to know?
To make my Seton family blood pudding recipe, of course. But they got all grossed out. What kind of butcher gets grossed out on blood?
Maybe it's not so much the blood as the cooking it into a pudding. On purpose.
Hey, don't knock until you try it. Anyway, they didn't have any to sell me since there's no ranch here anymore.
You made something for me? Thanks.
Do you ever miss home, Parker?
Well, Fairhaven is home now, but I miss my brother. He thought I was crazy to follow Lena out here, but he came to visit after the twins were born. And you know what? This town might be a bit sleepy, but he gets it now. Our dad worked his whole life, but in the city he could only afford our little apartment. But here, my kids can see the stars at night. I could make this whole area a place for gardening, but you'll need to clear out all the trees and rocks from the area I've roped off. Got it? You come back and let me know when you've cleared out all the trees and rocks there, and then we can talk business.
I guess I'll need some kind of... Hey, this looks like a key to the next level. Whoa! What's this? A recipe? Whoa! What's this? A recipe? I could eat some.
Oh, finally! Yes! Oh, finally! Yes!
I heard you were the one who fixed up the mine. That's so awesome. Otto was never going to get around to it. I saw Francis earlier today, and he actually looked excited about going to work.
Finally! Oh, what a good purr.
As we all find our way, I find it ever more important to take a moment to breathe and show gratitude when you can.
The past is wrapped up with the future. Understanding one unlocks the other. Try to not blow off any arms or legs while trying out new spells. It's harder to stay in secret society that way.
Cast any good incantation spells lately? Ugh. Did you
you know that women healers were burned for being witches for centuries, even when many of them weren't witches? Strange. A woman who can heal terrifies people. I try not to think too much about what that means.
Finally!
Time for bed.
Honeybee, can we chat for a moment before you go out for the day?
Sure, Grandma.
I want you to know I've left you the farm in my will. I already spoke to Arthur about it, and he understands. Farm life was never for him. I don't want you to feel obliged if you'd rather return to your old life in the city. But tell me, do you want to stay on after I'm gone?
Grandma, you're not giving me the farm. You're going to get better.
Oh, Honeybee. That's just not the case, I'm afraid. It's better to be prepared. I'm glad that's settled then. I'll have Otto finish the paperwork.
Morning. Brought you some groceries.
Oh, let me get you some money.
Oh, don't you dare. It's the least Parker and I could do.
Thank you, Lena, dear. You will look after Tara for me, won't you? I've done what I can to get her ready to take my place here, but she'll need a guiding hand.
I will. Well, I better let you rest.
Give my love to Marcus when you see him.
Have you ever lived anywhere other than Fairhaven?
Not for very long. I did commute back and forth to the city for a year, though. I was taking a business management class. The city wasn't for me, but it did give me the chance to meet Parker, so I'm grateful to it for that.
Hey, kitty. What are you doing here? Should I let you stay with me? Oh, such a good cat. You still liked that, didn't you, kitty? I guess I'll need some... I guess I'll... I'm all I could. Hey, this looks like a key to the next.
You've got a lot going on, but if you ever want some moral support, come by the Consciousness Center. Everyone there is really nice. Perfect! I needed something to take to the next Book of the Mind study group.
Finally!
So, how long's the farm been in your family, Thomas?
My dad used to come over on the ferry to work in the mine after the harvest was done for the year. One day, Hazel mentioned the land was for sale. Mom wasn't too sure about leaving our family and community back in Milkwater, but once she saw the view, she knew Dad had found something special.
Watch out for Sophia. She'll try to match you up with someone in town. Heck, after Helena passed, she wanted to set me up with Hazel. No disrespect to you, Graham, but diving back into those waters... Helena was the one and only love of my life, and always will be.
I heard Hazel's been feeling worse. Are you doing okay?
I think so. It's hard, honestly. Because I'm the only one who lives with her. Like, what if she falls? Wow, that just popped out of me. I didn't even realize I was afraid of that.
Giacomo used to say I had that effect on people. They tell me all their worries. Well, I don't mind.
Hey, you missed an epic session this morning. I got Sebastian to stand up on his board in the whitewater.
Really? That's awesome!
Ah, now he's just gotta stop bending at the waist like a noob.
What makes your medicine so effective, Amira? You really want to know the secret? Yes! Come closer. Okay. Genuine care. Oh. I thought you might say adaptogens or whatever. Those aren't real. Oh, thanks.
Otto has tried bringing Bruno in for counseling, but I don't think his father is very receptive to our message. Maybe he will be, in time. Have you ever considered starting a farm-to-table restaurant? I bet it would be a hit.
Sometimes I think I'll get tired by all of the perfectly beautiful days here, but I never do.
Hiya, Parker.
Hi, Tara. How are things on the farm? I'm really glad an old friend of Lena's moved back to town. Lena's lived here her whole life, but she doesn't really have that many close friendships.
I am so grateful for her help. And yours. It has definitely made it easier to settle in.
We're happy to help anytime. I'm just glad you're here is all. I hope you and Lena get to spend more time together. You made something for me? Thanks. Has Lena invited you to join her book club yet? They meet a couple of nights a week, but it's ladies only. I can make a bigger shed, but you'll need to clear out all the trees and rocks from the area I've roped off. Got it? You come back and let me know when you've cleared out all the trees and rocks there, and then we can talk business.
Yum, this looks great, Tara.
You know who I do see in these woods sometimes? Otto. Never after dark, of course.
Oh, does he sometimes go fishing with his dad?
You do have a fine sense of humor, I must say.
Gee, thanks.
Why are you so kind to old Shelby? Thank you.
Finally! Yes! Yes! Oh, finally! Yes! Yes! Oh, finally! Oh, finally!
Bruno's told me all these sick stories about the mines. How killer would it be for me to take my skateboard down there? With the right video, I could go viral. doing tricks off stalactites, stalagmites, you know, the ones on the ground.
Do dreams mean anything? Mine keep getting weirder and weirder.
I think they do. I bet if you asked Shelby, he'd have some good insight for you. Whoa! What's this? A recipe? I'm all out of... I could. Yes! Oh, such a good cat.
Honeybee, I'm so glad you came here. Even if your circumstances weren't the best. What with you,
Losing my fiance and my job in the same week? Yeah. But I tried to make the best of it. We had dozens of these miniature champagne bottle wedding favors, and it was too late to take back the deposit on the cake. So I had all of my girlfriends over for a champagne and cake unengagement party. I even wore my dress.
Now that's the right spirit. I wish I'd been there. I bet it was a ball.
Well, I may have gone to the bathroom to cry once or twice, but yeah, it was great. Am I ready for bed?
Morning. Brought you some firewood, Hazel.
How kind of you, Thomas.
I'll just, go somewhere else.
Lena told me you've been a bit under the weather.
I have. But Tara's been doing a pretty good job taking care of the farm, wouldn't you say?
I suppose. Hazel, I just wanted to say thank you. After my dad passed, you and Robert were there for us. I have never forgotten it.
Oh, it was the least we could do. Most things I picked up watching your dad in his garden.
He was right about most things when it came to farming. Hard as it was for me to admit. He was just so stern and impossible to please. Well, I'll be on my way. Good thing you learned how to fish from Bruno. When I was a kid, the fisheries were focused on getting bigger and bigger. When they got too big, they went out of business. Bruno never did that. He fished as much as he needed, no more. Appreciate it. Giving all my crops the attention they deserve is hungry work.